Hey friends, welcome to the Cape Coral Market Update for April 2024. We have a lot of great data to unpack. The headlines have been ablaze with our increase in inventory, and the fearmongers out there are getting their clicks talking about the demise of Cape Coral. However, the numbers paint a different story. Inventory has increased, and so has demand. We are finally getting back to a healthy level of inventory. Are prices going to drop, saving you hundreds of thousands of dollars this summer? Probably not. Prices may dip a bit come July or August, but you'll be choosing from the homes left over after our season has completed. We are monitoring interest rates and they are dropping. We expect them to be below 6.5% by May 1st. This is where you're going to save the money. Okay, we have a lot to cover, so let's go ahead and get started. My name is Berry Cessna, your Cape Coral real estate agent, and if you have any questions about buying, selling, investing, or relocating to Cape Coral, feel free to contact me. All my information is in the details below, and I can't wait to chat with you. And for those of you that are outside the area, we can book a Zoom call to have all your questions answered. So let's go ahead and get started. Welcome to the Cape Coral Market Update for April 2024. We've got a lot of information to cover, a lot of great data. We're going to look at the last month, March 2024. We're going to compare that to 90 days back to December 2023, and then an entire year back to March 2023. We're going to take a look at inventory. We're going to take a look at median price point and a lot of other great information. So let's go ahead and get started. Now, the first thing we're going to look at is market indicators. How do we know how well the market's doing? Well, we've got 4 prime indicators that are going to tell us exactly how things are going. We're going to look back at where it came from, and then that'll give us a good indication of where we're going in the future. First thing we're going to look at is inventory. How many homes are currently on the market for sale right now? We're going to look at median price point. Now, this is the price point where 50% of the homes sold above that amount, 50% sold below that amount. Days on the market. How many days is a home sitting on the market before it goes under contract? Closed sales. How many closed sales did we have over the course of a month? Now, this is getting exciting because we're in season right now, so that number is starting to jump quite a bit. So we're going to review that here in just a few minutes. First thing we look at is active inventory. Now, currently, March 2024, we have 2,856 single-family homes available on the market here in the city of Cape Coral. December 2023, we had 2,451 homes available, and in March 2023, we had 1,793 homes available. So as you can see, year over year, we've increased quite a bit. Now, that increase started happening last October 2023, and we started to grow gradually, and then we really saw a jump over the last few months in preparation for season. Now, I know the headlines in the news have been talking about how our inventory is off the charts. We have more inventory than who knows where, one of the fastest growing in inventory anywhere in the United States. The headlines are crazy. They've been all over the place. Now, the rest of the United States, the majority of the United States, is actually sitting very low on inventory. And I believe one of the things that is contributing to our inventory increase is, number one, in the last few months, people that live here in the Cape Coral area know that the best times to sell their homes are going to be in February, March, and April, and possibly May. This is when our snowbirds are here. Everybody's looking at properties. So the people that are selling want to have their homes in perfect shape, ready to go for season. Last year, we had Hurricane Ian go through just before season, and a lot of homes were sitting on the sidelines because maybe they needed a few extra repairs. They weren't quite up to speed. So those homes did not get put on the market last year. Now here we are in 2024. Everything's running smoothly. We're in great shape, and we saw a lot of homes hit the market. Now, the great thing about that is we're still sitting at a very level market. We don't have a huge surplus of inventory right now. We're actually back to about average where we were pre-pandemic times. And as we get to the end of season, it's going to tell us exactly what's going to happen. But what we've seen so far this season is we've seen buyers coming into the market and taking up this inventory. What's great for buyers, though, is they've got a lot of options, more options than they've had over the last 3 or 4 years to choose from. And the buyers are loving that, and the sellers are willing to negotiate a little bit on those prices. As you can see the chart here, last year we were down, and then as we maintained going through season, we still went down a little bit, and then we started to come back up, and here's where we are right now. I do expect this to drop down over the next couple of months. As far as inventory goes, we saw about 800 plus come to the market, new homes come to the market in March. In February, we had 800 plus, but in January, we had well over 1,000. So we're seeing fewer homes come to the market the last couple of months, but we still have a healthy supply. And we've got a healthy supply of buyers as well. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. We're gonna look at median price point. How is this extra inventory affecting the median price point? March 2024, the median price point was $400,000 for a home here in the city of Cape Coral. December 2023, just 90 days ago, it was $390,000. In March 2023, it was $414,000. So as you can see, year over year, we have dropped just a bit. It's not a huge amount, but it has decreased a bit. And now the month of December, we were sitting pretty low in price point. That's not a real active sales month. So people get some pretty good deals in the month of December, and that's reflecting that $390,000 amount. So as you can see here, this is the last 12 months. Not a lot has changed. We went up a little bit during season, then we came back down during the summer and fall months. We went back up in January and February, and then we did drop just a bit here in March. What's going to happen next month? I expect that to go up just slightly or stay about the same. A lot of great opportunities still. People aren't real desperate to sell their homes, so they're not coming off the amount a lot, but there are some good deals to be had. So let's go ahead and jump to the next screen. Days on the market. How many days are homes sitting on the market before they go under contract? March 2024, it's 48 days on the market. December 2023, it's 37 days on the market. In March 2023, we had 28 days on the market. As you can see, this number is increasing quite a bit from last year, year over year. We added 20 days. Now, last month, we were at 58 days on the market. So because of the extra buyers that are here, the snowbirds that are here buying properties right now, that number did drop a little bit. And I expect that to come down even lower next month or the next couple of months. And then maybe throughout the summer, it will start to increase again a little bit. But as you can see here, last year, days on the market. And then as we go through the chart, February, we hit that 58 days and then we dropped back down to 48. And I think it's going to stay right around that 48, maybe drop a little bit for the next couple of months. And then through the summer, go back up again. Closed sales. Now, this is exciting. So for March 2024, we had 503 closed sales in the city of Cape Coral. December 2023, we had 388 closed sales. And then March 2023, we had 513 closed sales. Now, I like to get my report out as quickly as possible. The first of the month, this 503 is probably going to jump about another 20 to 25 homes closed sales. Sometimes the data is a little bit delayed getting into the system. But this number, I expect us to be at least 525, 530-ish. So we beat out last year, which is a great sign that we're selling more houses this year. And I think we're really going to see that jump over the next couple of months as well. But as you can see, March 2023, here we are. And then April dipped a little bit. May, closed sales in May, we really jumped. And just keep in mind as well. Now, March, we sold 503. But these are homes that went under contract probably back in January. So this is delayed. These homes that are going under contract in March, probably we're not going to see those close till April or May. So that's why these numbers are a little bit higher in May, because they went under contract back here, but they didn't get completely closed until May. And then as we go into the summer, we see it drop a little bit. And then the fall months, we go down even further. And then we've started to jump quite a bit over the last 3 months, January, February, and March. So I expect us to maintain. Probably for April, we're going to see 550, somewhere in that range. I don't know that we're going to get up to 600 this year. We may. In years past, we have, but there's still buyers sitting on the sidelines. Two reasons buyers are sitting on the sidelines right now, and something to pay attention to that I keep hearing. One is that they're waiting for interest rates to drop, which they are starting to come down a little bit, so pay attention. And the other thing is that it's an election year. So there's a lot of people sitting on the sidelines. Now, my advice to you, if you love Cape Coral, you're sick and tired of the winter, why are you waiting to buy when you can buy right now and start living this paradise here in Cape Coral? Don't let those things affect you. As far as the interest rates go, you can always refinance when you need to down the road if those rates do drop quite a bit. But we're getting close to that 6.5. And I think that's when things are going to start to change quite a bit for the buyers. We're going to see several enter into the market. So right now, if you're sitting on the sidelines, there's a lot of people thinking the same way you are. You may have a lot more opportunity by jumping in, as far as having a lot more inventory to choose from and not as much competition. So something to keep in mind, something to think about. Other key numbers that I want you to pay attention to. Sold price per square foot, we're at $267 a square foot here in the city of Cape Coral. That's all single family homes. You can actually get new homes below that amount, which is incredible. Brand new homes available here in the city of Cape Coral for well below that $267 a square foot. List price received, 98.2%. This number has been increasing over the last few months, meaning that the sellers are not negotiating quite as much. Now, this number is a little bit deceiving because I've had several buyers that I've worked with, and we've gotten some pretty good deals and quite a bit more than 2% off the purchase or off the sell price. So if you are looking to buy a house, go ahead and contact me. I'll help you get a better negotiation than this, but this is where the median is at right now. New listings coming into the market here in the city of Cape Coral, 841 new listings in the month of March. Months of inventory, we're sitting at 5.7 months of inventory. That means if we sold the exact same amount of houses as we did in March and no new homes came to the market, we'd be out of houses within about 6 months. Now, anything below 6 months or 4 to 6 months is pretty much a neutral market. As if it goes above 6 months, then it's considered a buyer's market. And that's where we were last month. We didn't have as many buyers. And so our last month market report, we didn't have as many buyers. And so we did see more months of inventory, but because it's season and we had 503 sales come into the market or close in the market in the month of March, it took that inventory down to where we're back to a neutral market. And we'll probably remain there for the next couple of months. And then we'll start to see it jump a little bit throughout the summer. Is now the time to buy, or is now the time to sell? One of the things you got to remember as a seller, right now there is a lot of inventory on the market. Now, if you absolutely need to sell your house, it's a great time to sell. And you want to make sure that you speak to a knowledgeable real estate agent that can help you price that home right in order to sell it. Because if you price it wrong with so much competition, it's going to sit on the market. And eventually at the end of the day, you're going to lose a lot of money on the sale of that home because it's going to sit on the market for month after month after month, which is going to create a very bad stigma on that house and people are going to stay away from it. But you want to make sure it's priced right going in and you'll sell that house with no problem beating out the competition. Now, if you're a buyer, like we just talked about, you want to think about what it is that you want here in Cape Coral and why you want to buy. If you're letting this interest rate scare you a little bit, or if you're letting it be an election year, you're just not sure, just understand that there are a lot of people thinking the same way you are. And now might be a great time to take advantage of the inventory that is available to find your dream home. And you can always refinance down the road. Let's take a look at inflation. So inflation peaked at 9.1% back in June 2022. We're now at 3.2%. We've been sitting right around the 3% range for the last few months. And we're starting to see some good signs from the Federal Reserve. Interest rates, November 2023, we peaked at 8.01%. We're now sitting at 6.88% and continuing to drop. Now, like I've been saying for the last several months, our target is 6.5%. If we hit 6.5%, we're going to see a lot of buyers start to enter the market, creating more of a challenge for those searching for the right home. The best homes are going to be gone, and they're going to start rising in prices if we keep those low interest rates for very long. Unemployment is at 3.9%, the lowest it's been in the last 54 years. Now, we've been right around 3.5, 3.7, 3.9% for the last several months, probably almost last year. We've had a really strong employment here in the United States. So we're still doing very well there. No signs of that really decreasing very much. Supply. Let's look at supply. Here in the city of Cape Coral, we have 2,856 single-family homes currently available on the market, ready for you to purchase. That's a great number. That's a lot of options. You can get brand new homes, golf access homes, homes on golf courses, freshwater homes, homes on dry lots, homes close to Fort Myers, homes close to Matlacha, Punta Gorda, and Fort Myers Beach. You've got a lot of great options here. Now, year over year increase, we increased 59% from last year, where we were at last year, which is quite a bit, right? Well, last year we were quite depleted on our inventory. So now we're getting back to normal times, and people were ready for season this year and ready to sell those homes. So we've got a lot of great inventory for our buyers. Now, our demand, this is what you need to pay attention to. People keep saying or thinking about, oh no, Cape Coral is going to bust. The housing market's going to just fall apart. The prices are going to drop to the bottom. It's terrible. Doom and gloom. That's what they're saying. That gets a lot of clicks. but the numbers do not show us that. The demand in Cape Coral is absolutely incredible. I don't know if you've driven through the city lately, but they're building apartment complexes on every street corner, all over the place. You're seeing these huge complexes go up. Now, these guys don't spend millions and millions of dollars to build these just because they want to build them. They know the numbers, they investigate the market, and they know that we're expecting huge amount of demand here in the city of Cape Coral. Population right now is estimated at 231,000. 6 years from now, we're expected to be over 250,000 by 2030. By 2050, we're expected to be at 320,000 people. We're one of the fastest growing cities in the United States. People love living here in the city of Cape Coral. A lot of great opportunities here. With demand, prices do go up. So right now, if you're looking to be here, or you're planning to be here in the next several years, now may be a great time to take advantage of the inventory that we have available for you. And that concludes our market update for April 2024. Now, if you'd like to know anything else about buying, selling, relocating, or investing here in the city of Cape Coral, go ahead and reach out to me. All my information is in the details below, and I can't wait to chat with you, making realty dreams a reality here in Cape Coral.